The Dakota Bowl on WDAY is brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance. 3rd and 6 coming up from the 39-yard line for the North Prairie Cougars. A pitch. DeLong swallowed up, driven back. That's a loss on the play. And who else? Colin Gettle back there. He's been a force on the line.
Yeah, he's been playing great all morning.
Schumacher helping out on the tackle as well. He's stepping up here in this third quarter. Just over 2:20 left in the third. It's 4th and long, and the punt team will come out. Carter Cassavant with his second punt of the day coming up.
Yeah, I mean, this is clearly the right thing to do.
Solid boot. Angle to the left side, goes out of bounds inside of the 25. Can't complain with that.
No, that's a good kick. No return. You know, I mean, what was that, like his 4th punt all year, something like that?
Yeah,
you know, so I mean, that was a great kick.
South Border will have possession of the football. For North Prairie, this is a game that a lot of their seniors, obviously a lot of their players, have been dreaming about getting to ever since they were very young. This is a look at some of the players in 3rd grade. They wrote what they wanted their future story to be. And a lot of it is, I want to go play in the Dakota Bowl. I want to play at NDSU or UND. And they're very detailed. Now they're finally living out their dream. Just very cool stuff. And it's Nate Tosted wrote one as there's a fumble down. And Cougar football. So I'm sure that was in their future story.
Right. And that was their doggy pile right there, right? Get on the football.
Berkeley, France, they got poked out.
You know what I was going to say, Sam, is that we've had turnovers during this game, but we haven't really had significant ones. That one was significant because now it's in their own territory, and this could be a game changer here. Let's see what happens with the North Prairie offense.
Matson rolling out. Oh, he's going to heave this one, and it is caught inside the 15. First passing play of the day for Blake Matson is completed to Johnny Mears for a big pickup.
Hey, if you're only going to pass it once, make it a good one, and that's what he did.
Johnny Mears, his first reception, his 4th on the season. That's a hot start to this drive. Got the ball all the way up to the 12-yard line, 11-yard line.
Yeah, exactly. So now, now we're back into, running it up the gut, the edge. Let's see what happens. And you can still get a first down before a touchdown, and they're in perfect position.
At the 11. DeLong up the middle. He's got some room, and he's tripped up right near the 4-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, that just opened up. South Borders, they're in a little trouble here. They got to figure out something. I know their defense has been on the field a long time. That's the thing, though.
Make it 2nd and 1. They need to pick up 2 yards for the touchdown, 1 yard for the first down.
I think you come right back to the same thing. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Matson's got 52 rushing touchdowns this season, 1 in this game. He's got the football, looking for 53, moving the pile, touchdown.
Yeah, South Border was expecting the same thing, blitz. They picked up the blitz, and then he could get the 2 yards.
North Prairie takes their first lead of the football game.
All right, this another critical 2-point here.
They converted on the last one.
I mean, they've been running the ball so well. I think you just try and run it again. And obviously only passing once.
They got 4 receivers spread out, 2 to each side. Henderson comes in motion. Matson will keep it. Shifts his way in. The 2-point is good. Way to capitalize off the turnover, huh?
Well, that was a critical mistake, and they did capitalize on it, and now South Border, whose offense really has been kind of stagnant here since the first quarter, has got to find a way to pick it back up. Now, it might be the passing attack. The rushing attack hasn't really been there yet.
And just want to go back to what we were talking about when that drive started with the future stories that some of these kids wrote in third grade. Matson wrote one. Nate Tostad wrote one as well. They detailed what they wanted their careers to be like when they got to high school. They even talked about which teams they were going to win against and lose against in their high school career, who they were going to beat in the Dakota Bowl. South Border wasn't on their list at the time, but now to see them live out their dream, and of course Nate Tostad on his always wanted to go to NDSU. He wrote that in his future story. Now he's committed to NDSU. Every kid on this field throughout the day is living out their dream here to be at the Dakota Bowl.
Oh, absolutely. And in his defense, they don't know how much realignment's going to happen.
Oh,
so they don't know who they're going to play in the Dakota Bowl. But I mean, when I was in third grade, I was just like, when's lunch? When's recess? Those stories, those were pretty impressive. And you're right. Every kid out here is super. Oh, here we go.
Onside kick. It's recovered right near the 45.
So good field position. South Border's got to do it. I think you got to answer this drive or the next. You don't want to go deep into that fourth quarter needing the touchdown and the 2-point.
Logan's got more on just these guys living out their dreams here at the Dakota Bowl.
Yeah, Sam, well, you mentioned how Nate Tostad is getting a taste early of what it's like to play in the Fargo Dome today, but he told me when I talked to him once he committed to NDSU this summer that he's so excited to continue small-town North Dakota pride to the Division I level. He compared himself to Cody Malk. Cordell Volson said, I have a very similar style of play. He's been watching the Bison play since he was little and couldn't be more excited to represent the green and gold next year.
Yeah, how awesome is that?
Mustangs take over on offense. Good run here by Berkeley, France, trying to make up for that last fumble.
Exactly what they needed.
Yeah.
Exactly what they needed. A positive play, and not only a positive play that gets you a first down.
I'm glad Logan mentioned Cordell Volson. He was one of those pregame speakers that Coach Keller brought in to hype up the team throughout the season for North Prairie. Again, ahead of this game, they heard from Tim Pfeiffer, who coached Rowlett back in 1990 when the Comets beat Mott for the 9-man title. That was the last time that area saw a state championship. So North Prairie trying to bring it back to the Rolla-Roulette area.
Yeah, that, with 9-man, you don't get there as often as maybe the bigger schools, obviously, because there's at least 40 schools in 9-man. So it's a lot more cyclical. In other words, like these freshmen, when they, and then they have to work, they got all those reps to get better. So it's pretty cool when you hear stories like that.
No, absolutely. 2nd and 10 from the 42. This should be the last play of the third quarter. France will throw, flushed out of the pocket. Now will use his legs. He's got the first down and is pushed out of bounds.
Smart decision right there. Smart decision. Just nothing was open downfield. Great coverage. North Prairie's kind of went to more of a man. They got out of that zone. And, hey, it's going to be a great fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter coming up. North Prairie 16, South Border 8. Mustangs are driving. We'll have the fourth quarter when we come back on WDAY.